I believe there's something in the skateboarder's DNA that they look at the world slightly differently, and they just, so many skateboarders have an artistic viewpoint. Skateboarders are creative in the way they use the landscape, and they just seem to extend that through other activities that they do, just as a matter of course. Fortuitously, I've been in the privileged position of documenting skateboarding in Canberra over a number of decades now. And I look back at it as being in the right place at the right time, and possibly thankful that I wasn't a gun skater, and I was a much better photographer than I was a skater, and was documenting these moments and activities and people.
So Dave, with these albums, I guess they're sort of like as archival memorabilia, particular to like different skaters.
Yeah,
What's the thought pattern behind?
So, fortunately, being able to get on the platform and photograph the visiting pro skaters, and in the middle of the 80s they came back numerous times, so when I knew they were coming back I would ensure I've got a couple of prints, so one that I would give to the skater and the other that I, for some strange reason, would get them to sign. Skateboarding was something that really captured my imagination. I think if I was near the coast I may have been a surfer, but Canberra certainly doesn't have a frequent swell, so skateboarding it was, and it's captured my imagination from then on. And at school, the only thing I was really good at and enjoyed a lot was photography, so I just went down that path of being a photographer in the military and then working at the National Gallery. I think the most consistent thing I've done my whole life is being a skateboarder. So I started skating at high school, and fortunately just after I started skating, the Woden skate park opened, and skating equipment was few and far between, and it had a mandatory helmet protocol, and so my dad was right into cycle helmets, so instead of a skate helmet I had this mountain climbing cycling helmet, and given its shape and that I was Asian, I was referred to as rice bowl. The Canberra scene is pretty unique, and I'm so fortunate that I grew up in Canberra and have sort of seen skateboarding in Canberra from almost its inception to where it is now. Some of the great things I think about skateboarding in Canberra is that there wasn't any skateboard industry here, so we weren't influenced by the industry. Also, early on in skateboarding's history, the local council or local government was very proactive and built some great skateboarding facilities and some unique skateboarding facilities that people worldwide still come to. Specifically, if they come to Australia, they want to come to Canberra, skate Erindale banks, skate Canberra half pipe, and even Spence drains and Ainsley drains. So we're very lucky in that way. My archive of 35mm slides, so it's all organised by skaters' names.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and a fairly good percentage of those are digitised. So this is my wall of fame. Most of the boards I've skated over the years, other than the Kryptonics board. And that whiteboard, so I had an original Sword and Skull, and it's a Raybone Rodriguez deck. So Dave Duncan tells me it's pretty rare to have just about the whole PAL teams on signatures on the one deck, yeah, and have Stacey Peralta's autograph on there as well. Right. So Tony Hawk, Mike McGill, Stacey, Steve Cab up the nose. My philosophy on skate photography is you've got to be right into skating and just love that activity. And then with photography is have that passion, look at what other people are doing and use that as leverage to try and replicate and then get your own take on presenting what the amazing stuff that skaters do and sharing that with the world. So these two photos are the first proper skate photos I ever took. So I took them with my father's Contaflex 35mm camera at the original Woden skate park, and Tim Whitten was one of the best skaters in Canberra and I believe in Australia at the time, and was a Woden skate park local. It's still not perfect, I haven't got the coping in the front, and it's lit fairly well, and it's focusing, it just makes the skater and the manoeuvre the highlight.
So is this the first documented paycheck
I
you have for your photography?
It is, yeah, but crazy, like Bank of America, like so OG. So Transworld Skateboard, so this was Thrasher and Transworld were the two main skate magazines worldwide at the time, so 1988 edition.
$3.
Yeah. This is the first international magazine I had photos published in, and most probably the first skate magazine back in the 80s. I think this was the first time that Australian skaters have been in an international magazine. I'm putting this photograph in the book, and it's like, yeah, I'm turning 60, got the time.
Yeah. What's going to be in the book? Like,
so
what period?
I'm calling it 60-60. So, which is a bit of a play on skateboard trick, basic skateboard trick 50-50, so 60-60. So that's the good thing with that. It's limiting me to 60 double pages.
Yeah.
So 60 main photos. So I find it stupidly very hard to let things go, and it's nice now and again just to share those things with other people and look back at those items with fond memories. That's Woden after the park closed. So, I mean, look at the people.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's even like a little bit of Erindale banks there. So, yeah, like galleries say, you don't have a storage problem, it's a display problem. My motivation in going to the skate events or going to skate occasions and recording it is I just want to record those moments in the best light possible, because I get a thrill out of it, and then the added bonus is that other people enjoy it as well. So it is totally selfish, and if it does get published or does get used, well, that's a bonus. So I've also been in the fortunate position where I haven't had to make money out of my skate photography, so I do it for the love of it. So it is really just for the love of skateboarding.